Welcome. We're here at the Warren Group gearing up for the Expo in the Sun, which takes place at the lovely MGM Grand at Foxwoods in just 2 days. I'm Aglaia Fakunis, web editor of Banker and Tradesman and the Commercial Record, and I'm here with Tim Warren, who's the CEO of the Warren Group. Tim will be giving a talk about the real estate market on Friday afternoon, and he's here to give us a quick preview. Tim, your presentation is titled Real Estate Rollercoaster. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for the residential real estate market, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, and that's certainly affected mortgage lenders throughout New England and the country. And the roller coaster ride has really been almost a straight down for 4 straight years in terms of sales volume, and for maybe 3 years in terms of median prices. So it's been a little stomach upsetting.
And it's been upsetting to mortgage bankers out there. I understand you have some slides in your presentation showing what the mortgage market share has been like, what it was 5 years ago and what it's like today. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, as we all know, a lot of mortgage lenders have encountered serious problems and have been absorbed or gone out of business. We had a look at the 2004 top 20 market lenders for the states of Connecticut and Massachusetts, and the top 20 that we saw in 2004, roughly half of those are not in the top 20 now in 2009. So there's been a tremendous turmoil, which has created opportunities. Interestingly enough, a lot of the opportunities have gone to local and regional lenders, and so we're seeing more community-based banks in the top 20 this year than we did in 2004.
So there is some good news there for the local lenders.
Yeah, I think that they didn't experience anywhere near the kind of loan underwriting problems that some of the large subprime lenders or even larger lenders that weren't in the subprime market. So they had good decisions back in the middle part of the decade and are reaping the benefits of that now.
And what can we expect from the housing market this year? There have been a lot of predictions, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are.
Well, the exciting thing, or at least the thing that I'm excited about, is that it looks like in 2009 that there'll be an actual increase in sales volume. For example, in Massachusetts, the sales volume has been declining every year, 1 year after the other, keeps going down deeper and deeper, slower and slower, and that's been going on since 2004. This year in 2009, or actually I should say last year in 2009, I think we'll see a sales increase. So there'll be more homes sold in 2009 than there were in 2008. That's significant because only after the sales volume has started to increase, history has shown us anyway, that that's the time that median prices and home values can also start to increase. So you have to see more demand, more activity in the market, and then eventually you'll see prices start to improve. My personal guess is that sometime in the first quarter of 2010 that we'll start to see median prices flatten out, and then they might start to gradually increase later in the year.
What could throw off that forecast? I mean, what sort of issues are you really concerned about?
Well, there are a lot of things that could throw us off kilter. The big one is unemployment, and can we get people back to work? They can't buy houses if they aren't working, and that's something that if unemployment should increase, then we'd have to be very concerned about the real estate market. I think that another part is consumer and business confidence. That's a big factor in whether people are willing to make the plunge and make a very large purchase. They have to feel like they are going to have good prospects for income themselves personally going ahead for the next 30 years, and they also have to feel as though the country is on the right path financially. Improving stock market and retirement fund account balances certainly serve to give people that confidence, but a reversal in the economic conditions could take away that confidence. I think a good thing is mortgage interest rates. They're at historically low levels, and that certainly is helpful to the market. And we just have to worry that whether the Federal Reserve might increase rates before the economy is ready to absorb those increases.
You had mentioned, I've heard you mention, the home buyer tax credit too. Is that a concern, the fact that it's going to expire in a few months?
Well, the month of November, it had a tremendous impact on the sales volume in the 3 states that represent southern New England. You know, the increase in sales volume in November compared with November of last year was something in the order of 60 and 70%. So that's a huge increase, and I think we can credit the credit for producing a lot of that increase. It's been extended, and it's going to continue through April of 2010. And what we don't know is what will happen after that. If it's no longer there and is withdrawn, then is that going to have a material impact on the real estate market? Or will Congress decide that this is a good thing and that it should be extended even further? We don't know, and I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not good at reading the crystal ball, sorry.
Yeah, and the crystal ball in Washington is especially clouded.
Well, thank you, and thank you for joining us. We will see you at the Expo in the Sun this Friday at the lovely MGM Grand at Foxwoods.